What you can learn from this tutorial: what the Masquerade Ball event is about, and what the goals and objectives of the event are, where you can find additional information and guides on the event, what you need to do to succeed in the event, understanding the layout, items, etc. used in the event, how to choose masks and place them in order for a win. What is the Masquerade Ball event about? What are the goals and objectives? Goals and objectives. The goal of the Masquerade Ball is to have your most charming lovers outdance your opponents by choosing the best mask combination, winning lead dancer, and dancing as many times as possible. Where can you find additional information and guides on the event? Click the house below to search for guides on different events. Look where recommendations is currently highlighted. Then scroll left by swiping to find the Guides section. Click the Guides section and a list of guides for different events will be shown below. Scroll down until you find the guides for Masquerade Ball, Masquerade Ball Guide, Mask Details, etc. Or you can click the search icon, looking glass in the upper right-hand corner, and type Masquerade and hit Enter. This is what you will see, a list of everything that includes the word Masquerade. Let's go over mask details. What types of masks are there? How do you choose the right masks and place them in the best order for a winning combination? How many masks are there? There are 62 masks in total, divided into 5 different categories or types of masks. Type 1, Call Dance Partner. These masks primarily focus on calling additional dance partners whenever your original mask leaves the floor. They focus on buffing your dance partners and lovers. Type 2, Leave the Dance Floor. These masks primarily focus on buffing your lovers by increasing their technique and popularity when a lover leaves the dance floor. Or they focus on debuffing your opponent by reducing your opponent's popularity when leaving the dance floor. Type 3, Decrease in Popularity for the other side, your opponent. These masks primarily focus on decreasing the popularity, or the hit points if you want to think about it that way, of your opponent's lovers. Depending on the mask, this can be triggered when your opponent's lovers leave the dance floor, when the dance battle starts, before a dance-off starts, or through the anxiety state. Type 4, Decrease in Popularity for our side. These masks primarily focus on the popularity or hit points reduction of our own lovers in order to gain an even bigger increase in technique and popularity for another one of our lovers. Or in order to give an even bigger, hopefully popularity reduction to one of our opponent's lovers. There is also an anxiety mask listed here and masks that reduce popularity for our opponents without decreasing our popularity. I don't know why they're in this section in the guide, but they are listed that way in the forums. Type 5, Multiple Action. These masks do a variety of things. Some reduce your opponent's popularity whenever your backup lover moves. Other masks specialize in moving a lot, reducing your opponent's popularity every time they move. When paired with a mask that reduces popularity whenever your other lover moves, you can do tons of damage to your opponent. Some of the masks in this group grant protection shields to other lovers or grant buffs when another lover moves. And last, there is also an anxiety mask in this group as well. How do you choose the best masks for a winning combination? Let's do a mask combination walkthrough featuring dance partners. When you enter Masquerade for the first time, you will be given 3 random masks to start with. Read the descriptions to decide the order you want the masks to be placed in. The order of your masks is very important and can make the difference between winning and losing a dance-off. Below you will see we have 3 choices: Gallic Rooster, Raccoon, and Rabbit. Take a moment and press pause if you will. Read over the mask and decide for yourself what order do you think the mask should be placed in. Once you have decided, you will press the confirm button at the bottom. After hitting confirm, you will see this screen. The masks were randomly placed, but this is not the best order. We want Gallic Rooster first because he buffs dance partners and none of our other masks call dance partners, so this will get him out of the way. Second, we want Rabbit because he buffs the mask to his left, so when Rooster moves, he gets a buff. Last, we want Raccoon because his debuff triggers when your opponent's dancer leaves the floor. You want that to trigger as many times as possible, therefore he goes last. To change the order and to view mask descriptions and other masks, either click an empty mask slot or click one of the masks above. You can view a description of each mask by clicking and highlighting the mask. Masks that are grayed out you have not acquired yet. Swipe left and right to view additional masks and build your combos. You can click the mask filter icon to sort your mask by type to help you when making combos. First, dance off. In the picture on the left, you can see that our mask Rooster has one technique or attack that will go against Parrot's 3 popularity or health when he first goes up to the dance floor. Our opponent's Parrot mask has 6 technique or attack, and that is going to go against our Rooster's 8 popularity or health. At the end of the first dance-off, Rooster now has 1 technique and 6 popularity, and Rabbit now has 6 technique and 1 popularity. Both survive and will return to the dance floor for a second dance-off. Look at the middle picture. At the end of the second dance-off, Parrot's popularity is reduced to 0, so he is defeated and will have to leave the floor. Rooster's popularity is reduced to -4, so he is also defeated and will have to leave the floor. At the beginning of the second dance-off, when Rooster moved up to the floor, Rabbit's skill triggered and gave a +1 buff to Rooster's technique, which made him 2 technique instead of 1. Take a look at the third picture. When Parrot left the dance floor, it triggered Raccoon's debuff skill. As you can see from the unhappy face, he has granted anxiety to the next lover, Ian, wearing the hedgehog mask. Whenever Rabbit hits Hedgehog, he will do 1 additional point of attack damage. He will hit for 4 points instead of 3. 3 technique plus 1 anxiety debuff equals 4 damage from Raccoon against Hedgehog's 7 popularity. 7 minus 4 is 3. Hedgehog has 3 popularity or health remaining and will live on to dance again against Raccoon in the next round. Hedgehog's 4 technique is enough to defeat Rabbit's 3, so he dies. He leaves the stage. Time to choose a new mask. The next mask I chose was Thunderbird. I'm leaning towards a dance partner build since my original mask setup will work nicely with that. Gallic Rooster needs a dance partner to buff, but there were no options for that in our second set of mask choices. Thunderbird does give some really nice buffs to dance partners though when we do get them, so I choose him. I put him second in the lineup because he is stronger than Rooster and would benefit more from Rabbit's technique buff. Let's try the new mask setup. First up is Rooster against Turtle. Rooster's 1 technique or attack damage against Turtle's 7 popularity or health, and Turtle's technique or attack damage against Rooster's 8 popularity or health. In this particular instance, it would have been better to have Rabbit buff Rooster. He would have defeated Turtle if Rabbit were in second position because Rabbit triggers up to 6 times. Normally, you would not get 6 turns to defeat an opponent. However, Rooster only does 1 technique damage and Turtle only does 2, and both have high health. Rooster 8, Turtle 7. If Rabbit had buffed Rooster, then Rooster would do 2 damage per turn, same as Turtle. Rooster would then defeat Turtle because Turtle has 1 less health point than Rooster. Since he didn't receive the buff because Rabbit is in third, he loses to Turtle after 4 rounds. Step 1. Thunderbird enters the dance floor against Turtle. His starting technique is 2. In Step 2, Rabbit buffs Thunderbird because Thunderbird moved. Now Thunderbird has 3 technique instead of 2. In Step 3, Thunderbird defeats Turtle. 3 technique minus 1 popularity, leaving Turtle with -2 and defeated. Turtle only does 2 damage against Thunderbird's 8, leaving Thunderbird with 6 popularity or health. When Turtle is defeated and leaves, Raccoon procs and drops anxiety on the 2 remaining. Monkey and Butterfly will lose an additional popularity or health point when hit. Thunderbird gets buffed an additional 1 point by Rabbit, making him have 4 technique. We finish the dance off going through all of our dance partners, and we have a victory. Time to choose a new mask. Owl is a great choice because we have 2 masks that already buff dance partners. Owl will give us a dance partner for them to buff. Also, it is a violet mask, better than blue regular masks. Manticore is also violet, however. It is a popularity reduction mask and it doesn't fit with the combo we are trying to build around dance partners. We have Rabbit already and could choose to upgrade this mask to level 2. It is often good to get the upgrades for your masks. However, we may not keep Rabbit in the lineup forever as it is not a dance partner mask. Therefore, the best choice is to get Owl. We will put Owl first in the lineup. When he is defeated and leaves the floor, he will call a dance partner to the floor to take his place. Rooster and Thunderbird will buff the new dance partner, therefore they must be after, to the right of, Owl in the lineup. We will put Rabbit second to give a buff to both Owl on his turn and again to the dance partner when it is called. Raccoon stays last so he can drop the anxiety debuffs every time we defeat an opponent's dancer. Let's try the new mask setup. Step 1. Owl attacks and is defeated. He calls a dance partner to take his place. Step 2. Raccoon drops anxiety on the 3 remaining opponent's dancers. Rooster, whose movement is not in this screenshot, buffs the dance partner. Then Thunderbird buffs the dance partner. Originally, the dance partner was 4 technique, 3 popularity, but now it is 7 technique and 4 popularity. The dance partner moves up to the floor, the dance-off continues through the other masks, and we win the competition. Time to choose a new mask. None of the first 3 masks worked for our dance partner combo because they all had to do with popularity reduction. Additionally, you can see that the masks they are suggested to be paired with are grayed out. This means we do not own any of those masks yet. I did choose to use a makeover card, and in the next set was Chameleon. As you can see, one of the suggested paired masks is Rooster. We know we have that mask because it is colored in. This is also a dance partner mask, so it is an excellent choice for our lineup. I put Chameleon in second because A, he calls a dance partner and needs to be in front of Rooster and Thunderbird to receive the dance partner buffs they throw out. B, he is not as strong as Owl. This gives Owl, Owl's dance partner, and Raccoon a chance to go first and chip away at your opponent's lover's popularity, aka health. Let's try the new mask setup. Owl moves to the floor and is debuffed by Goblin King for 2 additional points. Apple hits for 6 plus 2 from Goblin, which equals 8 total points. 4 minus 8 is -4. This will bring Owl to -4 and he will have to leave the floor. Owl hits Apple for 8. 6 minus 8 is -2, which will bring Apple to -2. Apple will also have to leave the floor. Look at the second picture. When Apple leaves, Raccoon drops anxiety debuffs on the remaining opponent's dancers. Then Rooster buffs the dance partner, Owl, called to the floor. Look at the third picture. Here you see Thunderbird also buffs the dance partner, Owl, called to the floor. After Raccoon drops his anxiety debuffs, Chameleon moves to the floor. Goblin drops his anxiety debuff, then Chameleon dances with Manticore and both lose and leave the floor. Look at the second picture. Again, Raccoon drops anxiety debuffs. Chameleon calls a dance partner to the floor when he leaves, which is immediately buffed by Rooster and Thunderbird. Time to choose a new mask. Pause the video, read the choices, and try to guess which mask I will choose for our lineup. When you have chosen, press play and continue to see if you got it right. Let's try the new mask setup. I chose Hippogriff. He was the only one that had anything to do with dance partners. Bonus, he was Violet, more powerful, and calls 2 dance partners to the floor when he leaves. That gives us a total of 4 dance partners, 2 from Hippogriff, 1 from Owl, and 1 from Chameleon, and all are buffed by Thunderbird and Rooster. We had to remove Raccoon in order to place Hippogriff in the lineup. Time to choose a new mask. Pause the video, read the choices, and try to guess which mask I will choose for our lineup. When you have chosen, press play and continue to see if you got it right. Let's try the new mask setup. We have a problem with the order of our masks. If Hippogriff is in first place and the mask lineup is full, when he dies, or has to leave the floor, he only has enough room to call one of his 2 dance partners to the floor. That is why we got the notification here that says not enough space on the dance floor, failed to call dance partner. We need to switch the order of the masks. Also, if you chose the upgraded to level 2 Chameleon mask as the best mask choice, you got it right. Let's try another dance-off. Notice I changed the order of the mask for this dance-off. Owl is in first place because he only calls 1 dance partner, so when he leaves the floor, there will be room for it. Next is Hippogriff because when he leaves the floor, there will be 2 empty spots because he and Owl will both be gone, leaving room for 2 dance partners. Time to choose a new mask. Unfortunately, sometimes you get stuck with all bad choices. None of these masks have anything to do with dance partners, nor would they improve our lineup in any way. This is a good time to choose refresh if you are able to. If not, just choose a mask at random to upgrade, but do not put it in your lineup. This is an easy upgrade choice. Chameleon is already in our lineup, and upgrading to 3 is definitely what we want to do. The other 2 are not in our lineup and have nothing to do with dance partners. I forgot the screenshot of the next mask choices. I did choose Double-Headed Eagle though. To see the mask combo and mask detail screen, remember you can click the exclamation in the upper right corner of the mask description. You can see below that he is a good match with Owl and Hippogriff, which we already have. I put him 4th in the lineup because his dance partner is called whenever your other lover's masks leave the dance floor. So we want as many as front of him as possible to trigger as many dance partners as possible when they leave. We still want Thunderbird last, so all of Double-Headed Eagle's dance partners get the buffs too. Let's try the new mask setup. Oh no, what is happening here? When Owl was defeated and left the floor, his dance partner came up, but it filled all of our spaces. So when Double-Headed Eagle went to drop his dance partner, also because Owl left the floor, there was no room. Ungood. Look at the second picture. Same thing happens again when Hippogriff leaves the floor, because Hippogriff calls 2 dance partners, once again filling all our spaces. Double-Headed Eagle does not get to call his dance partner to the floor this time either. Even more ungood. Let's try this mask combo again in the same order with a different opponent and a different set of opponent masks. In this part of the new round, Double-Headed Eagle works as it should. Chameleon loses and has to leave the dance floor, as you can see. Double-Headed Eagle drops his dance partner at the same time as Chameleon when Chameleon left the floor. So Chameleon drops these 2 dance partners. We have a total of 3 dance partners now on the floor.